Well. Look who we have here. Car that nobody's really seen for a couple of years is back. Um, Went to Nora Performance Lower Mainland Division and picked this car up a couple weeks back. Ran and drove awesome. There was nothing really wrong with it when I parked it, other than I was just driving other cars. So I parked it for a little while. As you saw in the video, it started right up. There was no issues with it. Even the clutch hydraulics worked. Awesome. I'm probably going to start driving this. Obviously, I've got the Audi, which also is a perfectly good functioning car. But, I might as well drive this for a bit. There's nothing wrong with it, and it is a nice car to drive. Cleaned it really, really well. There was tons of moss growing in the weather seal. Anyway, so I pulled the weather seals off the car and I scrubbed them so there's no more junk in them anymore. Scrubbed all the moss off everything else. Pressure washed the snot out of it. I also badly fixed. Oh yeah, you see it's peeling up already. I badly fixed this center console lid. The whole thing was peeled right up, so I half-assedly, and believe me, when I say half-assedly, I basically put the thing in the oven, set to about 220 degrees Fahrenheit, let the thing get real soft, and then I peeled it off, and then spray adhesive, slam back on there, and I'll kind of hope for the best. But anyway, I have some leather, the same leather that I used on the GTV6 shift boot, which I'm gonna cut and then reupholster that with at some point. But anyway, sorry, there's basically nothing wrong with the car other than the night driving is horrid. You can see I've got the driver's side headlight right now pulled off. Passenger side headlight isn't quite too bad yet. I believe you can get new glass for these. I don't really know. This is a weird car. It's the 91, 92 model, and it has the slanted square headlights, whereas after that they had an H1, H4 sort of deal, or no, dual H1s. I can't remember what it is, but those assemblies don't work, and also the previous years, the flat nose, they also don't fit. So these are kind of a bespoke headlight assembly, and I'm kind of having trouble finding it because depot headlights, they may make one, but their catalogs are so vague that really you kind of just have to buy one and hope for the best to see if it works, because nobody really can give you a straight answer whether or not you can get new ones. So what I'm going to do in the meantime, we'll walk into the super messy shop. Have a look at the headlight assembly. Pull it off the car. It had years and years. Either the seal on the glass was really bad, or the seal on the back maybe wasn't the best either. But there was always fog in the light, which caused deterioration of the reflector. You can see that it's completely gone now. I just took it and blasted it with the hose because I know it's toast anyway. So so that's kind of what my night driving is like. Basically a candle through a piece of glass is kind of what I'm getting here, which is pretty terrifying when I'm doing a lot of night driving, which I do tend to do. So I am going to get the old chrome spray paint to temporarily fix this bullshit, and then from there I'm going to try to either get a new reflector or a whole new assembly. I'm thinking perhaps that this reflector might be the same one that's in a classic 900 facelift. It's really hard to tell, though. I know that the assembly is certainly not going to fit. The 900 and 9000 assembly, the whole assemblies are way, way different. But I'm wondering if Hella used the same reflector between lights. If that's the case, that would save me a lot of time and pain, because then I could just gently pull this assembly apart on both sides and just put new reflectors in. Obviously, it's quite a delicate operation. If you even just breathe on that plastic, as you can see, if you breathe on it too hard, it's just going to break. So, yeah, we'll see what goes on. If anybody knows Saab 9000s that just happens to be watching this crappy video knows of a suitable replacement, either assembly or if parts from other assemblies will work, that would be fantastic, because I'm not having much luck on other boards. Nobody really knows anything. And I don't really want to go out and spend $200 on a headlight assembly only to realize the damn thing doesn't fit anyway. It was for, a flat nose car or whatever. So yeah, if anybody has any ideas, that would be fantastic.